Alrighty, hey guys, so today I'm going to be putting box braids in on my TWA. I'll be using the rubber band method and using some of those clips that if you have locks you know and love to hold back my fro. So that really helped me with getting the hair back and out of my way. So I'm sectioning off half of my nape area and I'm using those clips. Can't think of the name of them, but they were so useful. And then I had some extra just regular type of clips to hold back the rest of my hair once I sectioned off that nape area. So I don't have a mirror. My parts are not going to be clear for this hairstyle. I'm not the type of person that really cares too much about super straight parts. So if you are a person that really values that sort of look, this is not the video for you. But this is more so for our starter type of natural hair, what's the term? Naturalistas, I guess you could say, because I am starting back a new journey of natural hair. So starting from the bottom. And so sectioning off, and I was using Cream of Nature. Oh, and I forgot to use my apple cider vinegar moisturizer. So that is such a good moisturizer. You can grab that at any of your local TJ Maxx or Marshalls in the hair section. That's typically where I find it, and it makes my hair so soft. And I'm using that Cream of Nature gel wax, which was awesome because it really helps catch all of those tiny hairs that I have now. And you can even apply it down the length of your hair so that once you start actually braiding, the hair is easier to grip and hold within the braid. So we're adding in those rubber bands. I love this method. It is so easy. I'm not a strong braider, so it just makes things so much more seamless for me. And I don't know what is on my mouth, you guys. I swear I was half asleep making this video, and my son was in the other room trying to sleep, so I was trying to be quiet. It's like 9 o'clock at night. I'm delirious. And this is the packs of hair I used. So it contained, I think it was about 6 packs of hair each, and I'm treating it to apple cider vinegar to get that chemical residue off of it. I think it's like the flame retardant chemical. It is so important to do that step, because if you don't, your scalp will be on fire. You'll get blisters. It can get bad. Like, I don't know what that chemical is, but it is not good to have on your hair. Of course, I had to have some tea because throat was getting sore, and I figured that would protect me against COVID. All right, so I am all done with my boxes. Lord, that took a lot out of me. Like, I don't know how many boxes I had or how many braids this yielded. I didn't count, but boy, am I happy to be at this point. Neck was tired. So this is the next morning. I went ahead, slept on that, and then got up super early in the morning to start doing my braids before I had to start work. So as I said, I had 2 packages of braiding hair, and each package had about 6 bundles of hair in it. And for each bundle of hair, I could get about 3 braids in. If you want them thicker, obviously you're gonna need much more hair than that, but the thickness was okay with me because I have a TWA, so I didn't need super thick braids holding on to my little bit of hair. So here I am again, just separating that hair, and you can see about how much I'm using for each braid. And what's going to be very important, as you'll see me preparing to do here, is to stagger the ends and make them wispy. The reason why you do that is because you got to braid down as far as you can possibly go so your braids don't unravel. And once you treat them with the boiling hot water at the end, it'll just close up the braiding hair fibers and kind of melt them together so that your hair doesn't unravel. So again, just applying that Cream of Nature down the length of my hair and trying to stretch it and make it sticky so that it doesn't have a problem. It's not poking out of the braid, and that I can easily braid the hair down into the braiding hair. Alright, so when you start braiding, you're going to wrap the braiding hair around the base of your rubber band section. And what I do is I just start braiding like regular. I take the 2 sections I have for the braiding hair, start, braiding. I do an underhanded braid, and then I'll take that little bit of my hair and just braid it right into it. And then what you can do is you can see me leaving a little bit of hair behind and start breaking down those sections so you're adding braiding hair to each section, making it an even sections. It's important to take your time with this part, making sure that your hair isn't sticking out, and again that you have even proportions to each grouping of hair. You can do an overhanded braid, underhanded braid, it really doesn't matter. I would just say when you get toward the front of your head, pay attention to which direction you're braiding your hair in, because if you want to pull your hair back into a ponytail, it'll be that much more uncomfortable. So just keep that in mind when you are braiding. I am not a strong braider, so these braids took me about, from start to finish, I would say over 4 hours to do. Again, I don't know how many I had in my head total, but it shouldn't take you longer than that if you are if you're familiar with doing braids, but I do them so infrequently. I'm not the best braider at all. And you can see that already some of my hair is sticking out of the braid, but we'll leave it. So I'm just taking my time braiding down the hair, making sure that each section has the same amount of hair roughly, so that as I get toward the bottom, I can braid all the way down to the tip of the hair. This is the longest part of the video, so feel free to skip past this part. I just wanted you guys to see about how long it took me to do each braid. You can see me here trying to show you how I'm borrowing hair from each section to make sure that it's even. And also my rendition of a tutorial on how to braid. Again, not my forte. Messing up, trying to show y'all a hot mess. I had to start over. See, this is what happens when you try to act like you a professional. I just got to stay in my zone. It's really a meditative process because it takes so long. You just got to zone out and just keep braiding with that same, if you're doing underhanded or overhanded. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try to skip some of this part and get you guys to where I'm just braiding the end. And as you can see, I braided down pretty far. Okay, so I had to get going with my day, and I decided just to do the perimeter of my hair and pop a headband on the top. And you would never know that. Wow, half my head is not done. Look at that. See how you can just disguise so much with the right headband. So I had some Zoom meetings I had to take, and we had to keep it moving. So that was so convenient. I was so glad that I had a ton of headbands to cover up my hair with. All right, and we are done. This is later on in the day. Matter of fact, I think this is the next day. This was a couple day process. But you can see my parts aren't straight, but the hairstyle still looks bomb, you guys. All right, so when you get ready to soak your braids in that boiling hot water, make sure you put up half your hair. I've tried to do this over the stove and literally set a braid on fire. So you might want to just take your pot of boiling water and put it in the sink and dip those ends in there. And then have a towel by so you're not burning yourself. This is hot. Like, the steam was getting everywhere in my face. Be very, very careful, you guys, because you can burn yourself so easily. And as you're kind of wringing out that hot water, you're pulling down on the braids, and it helps seal them and pull off any excess hair that is hanging on. I did this hairstyle because I was getting ready to go out of town. I knew I would be on the lake, on and off boats, and near a lot of water. But this hairstyle is great for the summer. It's a great protective hairstyle. I did start to notice some hair bumps a few days in. Not sure if my hair was just like, you know, tired of braids, because this is my second set back to back and my hair is not used to being braided. So my advice is not to do braid hairstyles back to back. Give your hair a little bit of a rest in between. But I didn't put these in tight on purpose because I don't like a lot of stress and strain on my hair. And that's it. What I'll do is do like half up, half down. And that's what I'm getting ready to do here, just showing you guys the ends. I'll just pull a few braids back, and that's pretty much how I wear my hair when I have these braids in. One of my favorite styles, you guys. So cheap, so cute, lasts a while. I kept these in for about 2.5 weeks. And again, my parts are not super straight at all, but still looks very good. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and comment below. Bye.